Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to create animated login form and sign up form UI design with form validation in Flutter. Okay, I've created this new Flutter project and I've opened it on VS Code. Now let's open up the lib folder, and in the lib folder let's create new file. Let's say login screen dot file, and here let's create stateless widget, and let's change the class name to login screen, and let's return here scaffold. Okay, save it and open up the main.dart file, and let's delete this stateless widget, and let's create new stateless widget, and let's send the class name to my app. Okay, here let's return to the app and give the home that login screen we have just created, and we'll get this blank screen. Now let's remove this debug banner by making this banner false. Debug show check mode banner false, and it will remove this debug banner. Now open up the login screen, keep the body to the scaffold, stack widget, and set them. Okay, this stack helps us to put widgets one over another. So I'm going to use the image as background, and over that we'll have uh, login form in the inside the container. Okay, so I have these images. Okay, and I'm going to put this image as a background of this login form. So I have this lib folder. Inside the lib folder, let's create new folder images, and let's put these images inside this images folder. Okay. Now open up this workspace.yml file and roll down. Let's set the path of that images folder. Okay, we have lib folder and images folder, and let's remove this file name and save it. Okay, now close this file workspace.yml and open up the login screen. Now let's show the image with this image.offset widget. Now I'm going to show this image 4.png as the background of this login screen. Okay, now we have this lib folder, images folder, and image4.png file. Okay, set the image path like this, and we get the image, and make the fit box fit dot cover. Save it and wrap this image widget with image.offset widget with the widget called position.fill, and save it. And this image will look like this. Okay, this will be the background of our login form. Now let's create container and keep the child below this image widget. Okay, and here let's create the column with the children. Right here text. Okay, right here login. Password. Keep the style, text style with the color white, colors.white. And with the font weight, make the font weight bold, and give the font size of 20. And let's see how it's going to look. Here it go. Okay, let's wrap this container with the center widget and save it. There you go. Now let's give the height to the container. Let's give the height 350, maybe 500 for the height, and let's give the width repeat it, save it. There we go. Give the decoration to the container. Give the decoration, box decoration. And let's give the color to the container. Colors dot colors dot black. Let's see. Okay, let's make it transparent. Okay, type dot and with values. Okay, with opacity is depreciated, so I'm going to use with values and with the alpha. Let's give the alpha 0.3 and the same spent. Okay, let's make it to 5 and 0.5 and the same spent. Okay, perfect. Okay, now give the border radius dot circular by 25 to all sides of the container, and let's see how it's going to look. Okay, perfect. Also give the padding to the container inside. Okay, give the padding inside the container by 5 to all sides. Okay, perfect. Now let's create here with the size box and give the height of 50. Okay, cool. Now below this column, let's create a container. Okay, let's create a row and then container. Row children and container. Okay, give the child text right here log and give the decoration box decoration. Give the colors dot. Let's give the white 24 and let's see how it's going to look. Okay, perfect. Let's style this type text style. Let's give the color. Give the colors dot white to the text and make the font weight dot bold and make the font size 18. Okay guys, now let's give the padding inside the container to vertical side only by 15. Okay, perfect. Now let's wrap this container with a widget called gesture detector and give the on tab blank for now and save it. Now copy this container and paste it here. Okay, perfect. Now let's change this to sign up. Here we go. Now let's wrap this container with the widget called expanded. Okay, also let's wrap this container with the widget called expanded. Okay, just undo. Okay, let's wrap this gesture detector with the expanded widget, not the container. Okay, and also this one. And save it and wrap the text with the center widget and this logging text also with the center widget. Okay, cool. And text will move to the center. Okay, let's change this color to 10 and let's see to bit for now. Okay, cool. Now we have this row widget. Let's wrap this row with the container and give the colors dot white 10 or 2 bit. Okay, perfect. Let's wrap this with 10 2 bit. Okay. Now come up and let's change this stateless widget with the stateful widget. And over here, let's initialize the boolean is login equals to true. Okay, come down now. Let's keep size box here, height of 15. Okay, here, if the condition is login, then we'll show this text. Otherwise, we'll show create count and save it. Okay, let's make this. If not, this login, then as you can see, got this. Okay, let's wrap this text with the widget called align and make the alignment dot button right and let's see. Sorry, on left side. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's remove that. It's not logging and let's change the font size to 17. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, now over here, the set state. Let's make each login to true for login container button and we have this color. We show this color if it's login, otherwise it will show the colors dot transparent. And similarly to this container, inside the set state, if it's login, then we'll make this false for this one and we show this color 24 only if it's not login. Otherwise, we'll show the transparent color. And let's see, and let's try to click on this sign up. And as you can see, our tab is open. Fine. Now come down over here below the align text widget. Let's create the text field. And instead of text field, let's create text form field and give the decoration, put decoration and give the label text right here login sorry right here enter rename and save it. Okay, here is the text field. Let's change this color with the style text style with the color start white. Let's see what if we type, as you can see our color You have to give the style to the text field also for the input color. Just give the style and text style, give the color start white inside the text form field, and it will change the color of this too. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's decorate this text field, text form field. Give the border, border, and border outline input border. Perfect. Give the focus. Give the field. Make the field true, and give the field colors dot white 10, and let's see how it's going to look. Perfect. Okay, guys, give the border side dot none, and it will remove that border side. You can also give the border radius dot circular. Let's give it. It will create the rounded edges to this. Let's change this to 12. Okay, perfect. Now let's copy this and paste it here. Instead of doing this, let's create a folder, widgets, and let's create a file, my my text feed dot that file, and here let's create a stateless widget. Change this to my text field and paste that text form field here. Save it and come to the login screen. And now let's remove this text form field, and now import that text my text field. And save it to your host just like before. You can also so another text field as like this, and give the size box to your height of 15, and here you go. Now let's make this text dynamic. So over here, first of all, let's give the prefix icon icons dot email, and suffix, sorry, and with the prefix icon colors dot white. Okay, perfect. Now let's make this icon. So this icon and this text dynamic. So come up, and here let's initialize that this text, which is a string. Initialize it as a string right here. Final string label text, and also initialize this icon. It's a widget. So initialize it as widget prefix icon. Okay, and required label text prefix icon. In the constructor, okay, define the string label text and widget prefix icon like this, and remove this hard-coded text and write here label text, and remove this hard-coded icon and write here prefix icon, and we'll get the error here. We have to give here label text here, then just write label text email and also give the prefix icon right here icons dot email right here internal email state. Okay, save it and also give here label text and right here enter password and give the prefix icon icons dot and save it. Let it go. Not perfect. Okay, and also let's make the obscure text true or false dynamically. So inside here, inside the text form field, take the obscure text true to make both sides true. Now let's define the obscure text also. So boolean, so find it as boolean and right here obscure text, and instead of requiring, let's keep the obscure text false as default and remove this hard-coded obscure text as true and put it like this. And here let's keep obscure text parameter and make it false in the text my text field for enter password. Okay, sorry, make it true here. Okay, perfect. Now give the size box here with the height of 15. Okay, let's give the suffix icon here there too. Okay, over here let's give the suffix icon. Let's give the icons dot visibility off and give the suffix icon colors dot white. Set it and perfect. Okay. Okay, so this icon if obscure text is true, otherwise so this is perfect. Now open up the login screen and let's create your let's create text widget and right here forgot. Sorry, we'll do this later. First of all, let's create a elevated button and make the on press function blank for now. And let's make the child text and right here with the style elevated button dot style from. Okay, give the background colors dot let's give pink color and foreground color let's give colors dot let's give the foreground colors dot white here and save it and let's see. Okay, let's give pink dot set 600 and let's have 500 400 let's 400. 600 is perfect. Okay, give the padding age is Give the padding to the vertical side only by 15. Perfect. And wrap this elevated button with the size box and with the white double dot infinity. Okay, give the shape rounded rectangular border shape and with the border radius dot circular by 8, and let's see how it's going to look. Perfect. Okay, give the size box F16 is okay, perfect. Okay, for this text, let's show if it's login, let's show this text. Okay, you can do this inside your condition. If it's login, show this text, login string, otherwise let's show store. Now let's click on this sign up as you can see. Okay, let's style this text quite a bit with the star text style, with the color. Not you do not have to pick color, we already did here with the foreground color. Let's give the font weight, make the font weight bold, and give the font size 18. Perfect. Okay, now our app is looking perfect. Okay, now come up and here to this container. Okay, main container, and let's wrap this with the widget called backdrop filter, this one, and give the filter property image filter dot plot, this one, and give the sigma x. Let's give 8. We give it as accordingly and save it, and it will make the blur effect. Okay, also give the sigma y to the right side by 8 also here, and let's see how it's going to look. Okay, now looking good. And with this blur effect is making this background image also blur. So to fix that error, just grab this background blur with the widget called clip rect, and let's see how it's going to look. Okay, now perfect. Okay, now let's calm down and open up the my text for field, and let's keep here controller also, and let's initialize this text controller over here. Final text editing controller, click the controller and create the constructor here. Let's require this and put the controller here. Okay, now open up the login screen, and on top over here, let's define the controller. Text editing controller will have the controller, custom text editing controller, and let's copy this and we'll have the controller for the password, controller. Okay, also here let's send this to confirm PWD controller, and let's keep the controller here, right here, email controller for this one, and for this one, keep the password controller. Okay, and here, let's so let's write if condition if not is login, then we'll show the text form field name, text form field for the name, title text form field, and here, okay, just import that text for text field, and here write email, sorry, name, enter name, and for the prefix icon, with the icons dot person identity person, and for the controller, let's keep the name controller. Yeah. And let's see how it's going to look. Okay, give the size box up here, and 515. Okay, similarly copy this and this if condition and come down below this text field called password and paste it here, and right here enter password, sorry, confirm password, and send this to key, and send this to password controller. Okay, we got the overflow here. Let's increase the height of container, main container. Over here, let's send this to 530. Perfect. And let's click on the login. Okay, you can also keep this over here. Let's keep the border side color also. So the border dot all. Let's keep the colors dot. Let's keep the colors dot white dot 10, and let's save it. And maybe white. Okay, let's keep the white by it will increase the thickness of this border side color, and it will look perfect. Aesthetic. Okay, now if we click on this sign up, we get this form, and we get this login form on login. Clicking on login tab now. Okay, below this enter password text form field right here. Write the condition if it's login, then we'll show this text right here. Forgot password, and let's see how it's going to look. Okay, perfect. Okay, up here, let's get the size box with the height of 15 here too. Okay, let's wrap this text with the widget called align. Make the alignment dot the bottom right. Remove this, so to remove the text to the right side. Okay, now let's decorate this text. Before that, let's wrap this text with the tester detector, and we can give the onTag function blank to make this text forget password tab icon. Okay, give the style, text style, sorry, text style, put color start white, and give the font size 18, and make the font weight 4, and that's how it's going to look. Perfect. Let's decrease the font size by 16. Perfect. Okay, now come off. Let's make this container animated. So we have this row. Inside this row we have two containers. Now instead of using this normal container, let's use animated container and give the duration and millisecond 500, and come down. Let's send this normal controller to this also, to the animated controller, and keep the duration here too, and keep the duration, keep the millisecond 500, and let's see how it's going to look. Okay, perfect. Now as you can see the effect of the animation here. Okay, you can also make the curve, give the curve, and just make curve. Okay, bounce in and out, and let's copy this and paste it here. Save it. Okay, now let's move on to uh, validation, form validation. Okay, we have this stack widget. Sorry, we have this column. Let's wrap this column with the widget called form, and this form has key property, and keep the global state to the global state, the global key. Okay, let's define this global key on top. Over here, let's define this global key right here. Form. Okay, define it like this. Keep the form state here. Okay, and come down. Okay, remove this and give the form key here like this. Okay, guys, now let's open up this my text field dot file, and here inside the text form field, let's keep the validator and make this blank for now. Okay, now hover over to this validator and just copy this function, and here let's define it, and go to the constructor. Let's require it constructor. Okay, now we got the error over here. Now roll down to the my text field and with the validator, put blank for now. Let's change this to value. Okay, and it's the value is what we typed here to the input field. Okay, so if value, you can name it to anything, because it was to not, or L dot x empty or value dot get. We just write it's empty, then we will return the string. Let's change this to name required. Let's give name required. Okay, and let's return null. If value is null or empty, we'll return this. Otherwise, return nothing. Okay, let's copy this validator and put it over here also. And here we write name required, and over here too we write okay, write else condition, sorry, write or if value dot length less than 6 character, then we return here password must be now it must be greater than 6 characters. Okay, else we return none, and for the confirm password also, let's give the validator with the value, with the value, and here right here if condition if value equals to uh, right here password controller dot text trim it also, and right here is not value not equals to, then we'll return your password. Click not else else we return null. Okay, now let's submit the form from here. Let's come to the top and let's create the function below here. Let's create the function void function right here. Submit form and write the condition if this form key dot current state dot validate with the non check here. If it's validate, we'll show the let's show a lot. So dialog. Let's build here alert dialog the builder the context alert dialog and give the title to the alert dialog. The dialog is with the text in the text right here from submit date submit date successful and Give the action, do this text, text button, make the on function blank, and for this child, let's give the text right here, key, and just pop out this dialog navigator, pop. Okay, now let's execute this function from the login button. So come down to the elevated button. Okay, over here, let's write submit form. Okay, execute the function over here, and let's try to click on this. Okay, I forgot. Open up the my text field and over here, remove this coded function, blank function, and we can validate it. Okay, now let's try to click on the login, and we got this error message. Okay, and we got the error here too. So let's write so let's choose the height of the container from the login screen. Let's increase the height to 40, maybe 550. Okay, let's write something here. Let's start system and still we need more height. Send this to 560, 580, 290. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, let's write here. Also, let's open up the my text field. This is how you can create the validator, text field validator. Okay, also you can give the keyboard type. So open up the my text field and here let's give the keyboard type and create here keyboard. So text input type dot email address. Okay, this should be email address. Let's make it dynamic. Just go hover over to this keyboard type and come to the top and define here that field. Let's require this is dot keyboard type here and remove this, copy this and get the keyboard type here and open up the login screen and the text from field. Let's give the keyboard type here. For this one, let's give dot name. Okay, for this one, keyboard type dot email address. And for this one, let's give the keyboard type dot usable password. And also do this give here keyboard type. Let's give here visible password. If we save it, okay, perfect. Okay, let's remove this. Let's dismiss that keyboard on clicking on the scaffold or outside the form. We come to the top here. Let's wrap this scaffold with the widget called visitor detector. And here let's click the on that function. And here, right here, focus scope dot of context dot on focus. And on clicking outside, it will remove the keyboard. This will be very important. This is very important. Okay, guys, now open up the login screen and roll down to the email text form field. And over here, let's try the let's initialize the email. Let's email regex equals to okay. I have got this regular expression from the internet for to match the keywords. Okay, okay, it's used to match the keywords if it contains at the rate or not. I'm using this for email field. Okay, so find it like this. You can get it from the internet. Just search for it. Okay, and write the condition here if email regex dot has mapped the value input fit and write the condition here if not. Okay, and with so here return here invalid and you will get this message here your message. Okay, now roll down below this elevated button. Now let's create the row and see it. And we have these two images for Yahoo and Google logo. Let's show it. That your bit. Let's keep the path of that image lib slash images slash Yahoo dot png. And let's check it out. And we'll get the row here with the size. Just with the weight of 50, 50 height of okay, perfect. Maybe let's change this to 70. Let's increase the height and weight. Okay, perfect. And let's wrap this image with the container and pick the decoration, box decoration, pick the border radius dot circular. Okay, okay, give the color, color start white, and let's see how it's going to look. Perfect. Okay, now let's copy this container and paste it here. Let's change this image.png image to Google.png. Okay, let's get the size box here with the white 10. It will create the space for to the horizontal between the horizontal side between these two images. Okay, make the main axis element to the center for this row and give the spacer here. Okay. Now our app is looking perfect. Okay, we'll show this row when you select the login tab. So over here, let's write the condition if this login. So this row from down. To bracket here. Okay, now I click on the sign up, then you can see these icons. Okay, now we wrap this with the widget or gesture detector, the on tab, constant blank. This is to make these icons logo tappable. If the gesture detector, wrap the container with the gesture detector and with the on tab blank. Okay guys, let's fix some validation issues in this form. So if you click on this sign up tab and if you click on this register button and if you go back to login screen, as you can see you get this validation error message, name required below this enter email and email required below this enter password input field, which is not correct. So open up the login screen dot file and over here inside this login tab we have to reset the form state. Okay, get the form key and get the current state and set the form state, current form state. Okay, and keep the null check here. Let's copy this and paste it to sign up tab also. Okay, save it and now if you click on this sign up, it will fix the issue. Now if you click on this register button and go back to this screen, as you can see the current form state has been reset. So go on top and let's put here also this and also write focus scope dot of context dot con focus here and let's clear up the input text also from the form. Make the game controller dot clear, mail controller dot clear and passport controller dot clear and confirm password controller dot clear. Okay, this will reset the form fields and also keep the set state blank here. It will force us to rebuild. Okay, and let's dismiss the I mean dispose the control all controllers over here Let's dispose main controller dot dispose, main controller dot dispose, password controller dot dispose, and confirm password controller dot dispose. We dispose all the controllers. It will fix the memory leaks. Okay. Now let's try to keep the correct image format. Click on login button and you will get this form submitted successfully message, and click on OK, and everything is working fine. Okay guys, this is how you can create the animated login and sign up screens, and with validation, with form validation. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe my channel for more videos like this.